In this video, I'm going to break down the top 5 attackers in Rainbow Six Siege Brutal Swarm. So we're going to start off with Hibana. Hibana, for me, is probably now the best hard breacher. Ace can also be on this list, in my opinion, because his gun is better than Hibana's. However, with the new EMPs added into the game, basically, you're going to talk about it from a hard breaching standpoint, and Hibana can do it all. She's also a 3-speed, don't forget. Hibana can change how many pellets she detonates, so 2, 4, 6. Obviously, takes 2 of Ace's gadgets to open up 1 hatch, while Hibana obviously takes 4 pellets. So just as a trade-off, Hibana is just the play at the moment because of these EMPs. Obviously, don't forget Hibana's kit is also very clean. She's got obviously the type 89. You can now use a suppressor on it as well. I've used it a lot. It's kind of quite good as well. I do recommend it. And obviously, she's got the bearing 9 as well. Flash and breach, either or are brilliant. Flash obviously to burn Jaegers and your Runegate, and obviously your breach charges. If you're seeing a lack of breach presence or soft breach presence, that's also fantastic. I do want to give it, like I said, a shout out to Ace, because Ace is such a great operator. Ace probably he has the best gun in the game as well. He also has the Claymore and a breach charge. But if you compare them as a hard breacher, in terms of individuality, I feel like Ace is probably better and a little bit easier. But in terms of a team play and which one is actually better in the current meta, it's got to be Hibana for me. And that's why she's the #1 hard breacher this season. These aren't in particular order. I just want to say the best 5. There isn't like this one's the best and this one isn't this one. I'm just naming the best 5 in my opinion this season. Number 2, Sophia. Sophia this season is absolutely insane. She's basically the old Sophia, I'd say. Sophia doesn't really feel like a 2-speed, even though she is a 2-speed. Her AR now, if you guys have not tried it, is absolutely like the old AR. It's like old times and it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Honestly, just playing the AR just feels fantastic. LMG's got nerfed on PC quite heavily now, so it's not really a viable option. Don't use suppressor, just use flash. I was trying it out suppressor. I love this combination, 1.5 with the vertical, absolutely fantastic. She also has this fantastic pistol, the RG15. Breach charge and claymores, but I recommend the claymores because obviously her gadget has 2 kind of breach charge abilities in a gun, and then obviously 2 stuns. Sophia brings that versatility when you come to attack. She's the entry fragger that you need. Her kit is fantastic. Everything that you want. Basically, just a slightly better Ash, in my opinion. Ash is also an honorable shout out, much better now, but again, nowhere near Sophia. The only thing that Ash beats Sophia on is the 3-speed and the tiny hitboxes we all know. But Sophia is fantastic this season. Go try her out. This one, you guys have been probably waiting for this one. It's Sledge. Sledge this season has gone up so much, and it's just because of one simple thing: the nades. There's only 2 attackers now. Sorry, only 3 attackers, my bad, that have nades now. The other one will be on this list if you can figure it out. Losing a lot of characters losing nades has actually been quite important to Siege, and obviously Iana now losing the 1.5 on the ARX. It's a small change, but enough to make Sledge's pick rate slightly go up. Also, obviously, Sledge's hammer, the easiest gadget in the game to use, but very, 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 very useful to open floors, walls. Any soft destruction is what you want. You want to bring Sledge. His gun feels incredibly clean this season as well. You can run a suppressor, you can do whatever you want. He's obviously lost the SMG-11 quite a while ago. If he had the SMG-11, he'd probably be like the first or second best operator in the entire game, but unfortunately he doesn't. But he still has these things called frag grenades, which have been slightly nerfed in terms of how much explosion damage they do. But if you get the spot on nades from below, it works like a charm every time. And what's happening quickly on the topic of nades is that because less characters have nades, there's less of a presence to always run Jaeger and Wamai. I think there's always one of them, but obviously you can burn those and you can't really stop nades from below with those characters. But before we went through the utility dump meta, which was constant nades, constant flashes, now that we're kind of moving away from that, nades are kind of more important again because there's less nades, which meaning, yeah, that characters with nades are just slightly better than characters without nades. And everything Sledge brings, obviously, like I discussed, the soft destruction. Very easy operator. You only really want to focus on kills and just making little rotations or helping your teammates out in that kind of sense. Easily top 3 in attack for me, I'd say. Obviously, I'm not ranking them, but I'd easily say top 3 this season. Moving to the operator, in my opinion, that people are really, I know I said really a lot, sleeping on, it's Buck. Buck's kit is absolutely insane. Obviously, 2-speed, but 2-speed or 2-speed. A fantastic gun. A little bit of kick. Don't use suppressor. I was just going to say, don't use suppressor. You either use muzzle or flash this season. It's up to you, whichever one you feel more comfortable on. Buck, obviously, we know what Buck does. I ain't here to explain the gadget to you, but obviously he has a skeleton key, which is fantastic. This is a big one. Gone 6 now to his kit. Gone 6 is one of the most powerful gadgets in Rainbow Six Siege, especially with the combination of a hard breach charge as well. So, Buck, soft destruction tick, hard breach ability sick. Gon 6 in terms of like shield dumping, basically like a, you know, pocket nade, shall I say, to a degree without killing the enemy, but utility clearing gun, I'd say. Not really sure how to word that, but you know what I mean. Literally, that's a perfect kit. I actually think he's being slept on so much. Not in Pro League, obviously, but in casual or in solo play, whatever, I don't see him picked as much as I feel like I should. He's got it all now. He literally is the Maverick of the last couple of seasons. Obviously, he can't really get rid of the electrified wall by himself, but obviously, you could argue if you drone the floor, clear it from below, you know what I mean? There's different ways of going about it, but he can do it all. There's not many ops that have this kind of ability. I think Buck's pick rate will go up quite a lot, but then he'll lose one of these things and then he'll go back down again. It's the typical life of a Buck player. Lastly, Nock makes my top 5 list. I think Nock is incredibly slept on this season. I mean, you can see it kind of from the pro play, and I don't know if you guys have played this season if you're watching this video, but the audio is definitely a lot worse in terms of there's more audio bugs, I'd say, and a lot less footstep recognition than there should be. And obviously, I don't know if you know what Nock's ability does, but it kind of reduces her noise quite a lot, which basically makes her stealthy beyond stealth. There's times where I've meleeed people with Nock this season, because people can't even hear me come behind them because I'm just using my ability. I ain't even crouching, I'm just using my knock ability. A loadout, obviously the FMG9 with a suppressor when you go in stealth mode. It's not the most powerful gun, but the fire rate is absolutely through the roof on the thing. It feels like a laser at times. It has literally no recoil, and I literally mean that. Obviously it has the Deagle if you want that, or the 5.7 USG if you want to go with the top. Obviously I recommend the Deagle personally, just because, come on, 71 damage from a pistol, kind of crazy. I think you should use it. And then this is the big one for Nock. You might be saying, oh yeah, but I don't really like playing Nock. This is the big one. You can literally pick Nock technically every single round on attack because of this. Yeah, you're going to lock nades, but let's say you see no hard breaches or lack of hard breaches to open the hatches. You play the hard breach charge and you're saying, damn, we've got Hibana and Ace, but we have got no Twitch or no Thatcher or no EMPs. Now you do. She's got it all. The best character I'd say this season is probably Nock because of the no audio or the more audio problems. She just feeds off that. The gun's clean, everything about her. She's 2 speed, but when she's in her ability, you feel really quick. So there you go. That's my top 5. I do want to give a quick honorable mention to 2 characters. Lion, just because Lion, again, you're going to see a recurrence here. Fantastic gun selection. Again, the Gon 6 and other guns you can use. But then also the same thing, a flash, an EMP, and a Claymore. Obviously, Lion ability, we all know what that is. It's very debilitating. And then right next to him, Dokkaebi, the same thing. A fantastic ability, again, especially if you play Lion and Doki together, very, I don't know, it forces the defenders to stand still, and it's very annoying. And again, audio is very important this season. Dokkaebi kind of, makes the roamers a lot easier to hear. So she's fantastic. The DMR is sick with the silencer. Obviously, again, great guns to use from. I switch between the SMG12 because of the DMR and the Gon 6, but again, she also has the EMP. So any character with the EMP has gone up this season. So if you're not sure who to play the character that I suggested this season. And I hope this video helps you. And thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.